Hello, and thank you for watching The Righteous Kitchen, a cooking and baking blog found at www.therighteouskitchen.blogspot.com. And then I'm going to chop one up. I've got this turkey neck over here. So I will go ahead and at the same time that I'm prepping these ingredients for the bird, I'll go ahead and prep them for the stock as well. So there's one garlic going in there, and we'll do 2 carrots in the stock, and we'll do, why don't we do 3 carrots in the stock and 3 in the cavity of the bird. So we'll put that in there, and then we'll do another 3 chops of celery, and then we've got 3 for the stock. All right, and then let me grab some chicken bouillon for that stock as well. Let's see here. I'll put 3 bouillon cubes. There's the 1. Now this stock you would use for your dressing or gravy. It's just you always have to have it on standby in case you need broth. So we've got that, and then I'm going to add, I'm not going to add any salt because the bouillon has it, but about a teaspoon of pepper. And then I'm going to put the remaining herbs. That's probably a tablespoon or so of these herbs. So we got that, and that is the stock. And I will have this, bring it to a boil and then simmer it for a couple of hours. So we'll just take it to the stove. Okay, this turkey stock has been simmering for a couple of hours. I did add a little bit of onion powder to it and some turmeric. So I'm going to just cut the heat on that and just let that cool down to room temperature, and then I will strain it and defat it. Okay, I have just finished carving the turkey. So what I have here is the turkey drippings, the carcass, and all that stuff. So what I want to do is reclaim those drippings and use them to make a gravy, because we have to have gravy for Thanksgiving. I mean, there's just not going to be any way around that. So what I'm going to do is, let's move this turkey out of the way. So here's our beautiful turkey, and you'll want to watch the video for how to make the herb roasted turkey and then how to carve it. So we've got this done, and we're just going to move that out of the way. And then what we're going to do is, we have our stock that was where we used the chicken neck and livers and giblets and all that good stuff, and fortified it with some vegetables and cooked it on the stove. So we're going to just run it through the sieve. All right, and then I am going to save these gizzards. You can chop them up and put them in your turkey dressing. And then also you can save the meat off of that turkey neck and put in your dressing as well. Okay. Now these turkey bones, I am going to save and make a broth. This turkey just keeps on giving. So this will be a nice broth in case I need it for something else. Now I don't need the vegetables that were in the cavity. I'm just going to discard those. All right, but these bones, I'm going to save the bones. And then all this stuff that was in the cavity, all those vegetables, we're just going to discard. So, get rid of this. And let me quickly toss these vegetables. Oh, my hand is greasy. Okay. Now here's all the pan drippings from the turkey. So we're just going to throw those right in there. And we have this super fine chinois strainer. You can get those at your restaurant supply or online. I got mine online because I really wanted a good quality, super fine strainer. Let me wash my hands real quick. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, it's strained, but we need to get all the fat off of there. So let me show you, in a lot of my videos I go over this, but let me show you real quick. How to do this if you're using a defatting cup. This is a defatting cup. You can get them at your grocery store. So you just pour your broth in there, and then the fat rises to the top. So let me see here. I want to measure this as we go along. So this is 1.5 cups. So when you're pouring, you just stop your pour when you see the fat. So we've got 1.5 cups of defatted stock so far. Okay, so that's coming up. So we just pour. And when you see the fat getting down towards the bottom, you don't let that go in. Okay? So that's almost 3 cups. And the fat has a greenish color because of those herbs. So this will be 4.5 cups. So 5.5, I'm just gonna call it 6 cups. I'm gonna round it up just a little bit. I'm gonna call that 6 cups. All right, now this is all the fat that will not be going into our gravy. But don't throw that down the sink. Just throw it out in your trash. All right, so I noticed there was a couple of little pieces of fat that got through the mix there. So I will give it another quick strain. There we go. So that's 6 cups. And now this broth has already cooled down. It's not hot anymore. And that's important because what I'm going to do is stir in cornstarch. And you can't just stir cornstarch into hot liquid because it'll clump up on you. But since the liquid is now cooled down, it won't clump. So our measurement for the cornstarch per liquid ratio is 1 tablespoon cornstarch per cup of water. So we had 6 cups, so we're going to need 6 tablespoons. And I can't find my, oh, here it is. Everything blended together there. All right, and I am going to measure this time the correct way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm just going to give 1 more, just a little extra. So there's 7 tablespoons of cornstarch. So what I'm going to do is whisk that. You want it all whisked together, and it's going to dissolve in here. All right, so from this point, whoa, got a little splash there. From this point, we're just going to take it straight to the stove and bring it to a boil. Bring it to a boil over high and let it boil for 1 minute. So I will meet you at the stove. So we have 6 cups of strained and defatted turkey broth and 7 tablespoons of cornstarch. And you want to bring that up to a boil and stir constantly. And I've got my mom helping today. She's expert at this. She's the one that taught me everything I know. So you just bring it to a boil and you don't let it boil more than 1 minute. It's not going to be effective after 1 minute. Just let it boil and then you can cut the heat. But that looks perfect, doesn't it?
Perfect.
So,
That is perfect.
how was the seasoning? Do you think we need any pepper?
Huh?
Do we need any pepper?
No. Everything's perfect.
Everything was perfect from all those pan drippings that had all that flavor with the herbs and the butter, the shallots, and the garlic. So it's come to a boil and we'll just keep it there. And we're getting ready to eat. So there it is, turkey gravy. Okay, so here we go. We have the mashed potatoes and this wonderful turkey gravy that was made with that turkey stock from the herb roasted turkey. Very good.